this is what a lot of people don't know, is that there was an ehyeh, or there was physically people that were alive that called themselves ehyeh, that had tattoos, that died. And if you taste death, remember what Yeshua said, that, and also it's about those, let the dead bury the dead. So, and it's written also in another area about of not knowing the dead. And so say you're praying and you call an ehyeh and you've tasted death, you would be violating Leviticus 18. And you would be talking to the dead. But you wouldn't know it. You would think you're talking to ehyeh. But guess which ehyeh you're talking to? The mind that died and was physically dead. You'd be calling on the dead. So you got to remember, if you've already tasted death, ehyeh, who created the infinitely olam, would not want to know you. And Yeshua, who died on the cross, would not know you. But I tell you what, the Yeshua who tasted death and the ehyeh that tasted death would love to talk to you. And they're not going to be for the creator of the infinitely olam. So make sure you're careful, because people get shot in the head for this kind of information. And if you care, you'll download these videos, because I'm not 100% in on these videos, but I am close to being 100% in on these videos. So this is what a lot of people don't know. This is why they get headaches. This is why they get attacked. And also people get attacked because people are praying against them in their heads. So if you agree to the whole Bible, there's certain sections of the Bible that would say you can have things in your head and speak in your head. And people are going to pray in their head against you. And a lot of people don't know this. So someone could be smiling in your face and constantly praying against you, and you wouldn't know. Now, I chose to agree that you can't talk in your head, that you have to say it out loud. So I'm constantly saying prayers out loud. And I always do counter prayers. So say you sanctify yourself, you make yourself kadosh with the anointing oil, then you would say this. You would say, Creator of the infinite and olam, forgive me my sins, for all curses for me. In the name of Yeshua, who died on the cross, amen. Yeah, Creator of the infinite and olam, any prayers or curses prayed against me, return them to that prayer or person cursing me 1,000 times or 100 times in the name of Yeshua, who died on the cross, amen. And watch what happens. Defensive prayers, because people are on the offense, and it is literally about crushing you and killing you off. So I hope that you download my videos and realize about how you could possibly cure yourself of cancer and all these ailments and headaches by doing these prayers properly and knowing the Torah like an expert, or maybe the firstborn knowing the Torah and relying and having the other brothers and siblings discuss and talk. So, I mean, it's however you want to do your family, you do your family. So, but I'm telling you, please save the videos, because I have seen a lot of people die, and I tried teaching some people when I thought it was another name, and people died really quick. So they abandoned the name. I'm telling you now that you've got to be careful and make sure that you have my videos. Otherwise, you might end up becoming a slave to a slave system. And I can do more videos on like the Jade Emperor system and the Chi stuff that people, other worship systems, and how to combat them. because you'd have to be doing prayers against them, and it takes. And if there's an agreement with the Torah, then that means the matter is established by 2 to 3 witnesses. So you'd have 2 to 3 people praying to be able to do counterattacks and prayers for defense. If you have the Creator of the infinite Le'olam on your side, or Yeshua who died on the cross, that you can say that while Kadosh prayer, and then they would say a prayer, they would agree through you with Amen. And then that matter would be established by the mouth of 2. So, but it's more important that you would have the proper attire and say the proper prayers with someone else in the name of Yeshua who died on the cross. There's so much information, and I haven't been able to give it to people because nobody cared, because they all have their own way. And it's leading to a lot of people's spiritual death and enslavement and eventual dying off.